Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday again. I promise this will be my last COVID video for a while. I know we're all getting anxious to get back into some normalcy. I got a few subjects I really like to touch base on, but I really think it's important that I talk about this one topic this morning, which is face coverings. On the job site, they're very, very important. We need to wear them every day, and unfortunately, we gotta wear them all day. I understand they get very hot. Anything you put over your mouth tends to restrict your breathing. So after a while, it could cause you to get maybe a little more tired, a little more out of breath than you normally would be. Especially if you're doing physical work activities, and you may need extra breaks. And Munger's considered that. We've taken into consideration that you are going to need an extra break wearing this thing all day long. But what we don't want to see is we don't want to see this. Right? This defeats the whole purpose. We really don't want to see this. You know, you're doing your work, you're by yourself, no one sees you, and you're doing this. This isn't good, because if I decide to sneeze or cough or choke or whatever, I'm just going to get germs everywhere. And it's really what we're trying to do. We're trying to avoid the spread. All right? You really don't want to be touching your face a lot when you're wearing this. If you do need a break, the best thing to do is to go outside, take off your mask, take a few minutes, take some deep breaths, and then when you're ready, get back to work. You know, just let your supervisor know. We gotta wear these things probably for a while to come. It's gonna get hot. We're gonna start getting sweaty. They're gonna become more difficult to wear, but we need to wear them for everybody's benefit. We'll try to find areas, or we'll try to find tasks and ways to try to alleviate some of the stress on you guys having to wear these all days, as we start to get into this thing a little bit more, figuring out some more ways to do stuff. I just want everybody to know that obviously the type of mask we wear is driven by supply. So we have several different types now. We're starting to see these more come in. We have these, what they call a KN95, which is basically a generic N95 respirator. This is not a bad choice, but once again, this is more of a filter fabric. It's going to restrict your breathing. All right, so if you don't like the restricted breathing, this may not be the best choice. We have more of these standard medical masks. Everybody just needs to remember that the color side goes out with the pleats down and the nose piece at the top. We have other types of cloth face coverings like this. This is just like kind of just a quick over your face. It hooks onto your ears. So it kind of goes something like this. These are, they're good. They're not bad. They tend to move around a lot if you're doing a lot of talking. But they do lend a little more to breathing. It's a little more open weaved, where you can get a little more flexibility with your breathing. Another issue I'm seeing with these, and it's nobody's fault, but because they don't fit tight around your nose and your eye area, they will fog up your glasses. So I see a lot of guys taking their glasses off on the job site, and I understand it's difficult. We need to figure out how to do this, how to keep both pieces of PPE on our face, because they're both important. If you go to YouTube, there's a lot of videos, so if you have a homemade face piece, you can add a nose piece. I use the twisty ties and some tin foil, and I make a little band and I stick it inside the mask. Some people, there's tutorials out there on how to use tissue, some double stick tape in some tissue. So I have a lot of friends too that wear eyeglasses, and they're having a hard time, and that's where they went for their resources on figuring out how to solve those problems. As I get more educated, I'll share that stuff with you. I'll share links and do what I can to help out. Just trying to keep everybody working safely. Like I said, these are going to be around for a while. I think we need to learn how to wear them and how they can work with other PPE. It's not going to be easy, but it's all in good health. We want everybody to be well. We want everybody to be working. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you need to talk, you're looking for help picking a mask or coming up with a design for a mask or anything I can do to help you guys to get through this, make it simple and easy, please reach out to me. And if you have any advice you can share with us, please share it. And if you happen to see your coworker struggling or your coworker not complying, don't be afraid to say anything. It's up to everybody. We're in this together. You know, maybe they're struggling breathing, so they keep taking it off. Talk to them. See how you can help. Let somebody know if they're struggling. Talk to your supervisors, whatever it takes. Like I said, we're all in this together. It's a learning curve for everybody. No one's got all the answers. We just want to help you guys get through this, and we just want to be well. So once again, guys, thank you very much for coming to work every day and putting yourselves out there and complying the best that you can. And hopefully this will all be over soon. Thank you. Have a good week. See you next week.